What's up, everyone, and welcome to Lunchtime with Detroit Lions Talk, brought to you by Detroit Lions on the Prowl and Lions Nation Unite. Queen of the Prowl here, filling in for our main man, Curt Steele, who is currently away on a birthday bash with his family, celebrating a Vikings loss last night. Totally happy about that. LL is taking a full break today, observing Martin Luther King Day. So we all celebrating that. But me and Coach Mike are here grinding it out for you, as always, because we got some big ticket items to talk to you today about. But before we get into all the interesting talk going on with the Lions this week, and let me bring in my main man. You know, he'll treat you good. He won't take you out to dinner. He'll make you dinner, and he'll dress you up fine in some Wolverine gear, and then fight off your enemies with his fist of steel. Who?
It's the Wolverine, Coach Mike Jones. What's going on, Lion fans?
All right, let's get things started right now.
Let's go.
It's Detroit Lions Talk, baby. Okay, first up, main course today. I know this is a very interesting topic for Lions fans because it's something that we've been dealing with for decades, and we're kind of sick and tired of it. And it happens every single year. And, you know, we just can't get away off the season without something blowing up with NFL officiating. And unfortunately, this year it happened at the end of the year when things blew up over the weekend, when the NFL officiating crew released the fines for the NFL Week 18 game with the Detroit Lions and the Green Bay Packers after an interesting altercation happened on the field where DeAndre Swift, in the middle of getting tackled, gets forearm smashed into the helmet. He's down on the ground injured. We got medical staff arriving on the field. In the middle of the medical staff trying to address the situation, one trainer is trying to get to the injury, and linebacker Quay Walker from the Green Bay Packers decides to interfere, and not only interfere and impede the guy's progress, he decides to also shove him in the back into other trainers in the process of the play. Now, we had also Wyatt, who also decided to chest bump that same trainer at the same time. Now, after the play, Quay Walker gets an unsportsmanlike conduct, gets ejected with the flag. And, you know, he had a couple of emotional other incidences in this game as well, where he interfered with the whole, as before the snap, messing with the ball earlier in the game. Now, the NFL took a look at this situation and decided to fine Jamaal Williams, our Swaggy, for his excessive sexiness celebration with his Swift Hibble, along with Quay Walker for his unsportsmanlike conduct. Now, the problem was in a situation where both men received an unsportsmanlike conduct, their second of the year. Okay? But how come Quay Walker gets a first offense fine? You see, the NFL earlier, before this season started, got together with the CBA and decided to address certain scenarios in the officiating and set specific fines to address them to make this fair and to address player safety. Now, for a first offense fine for an unsportsmanlike conduct, it's $13,000, which Quay Walker was, and some change, was charged for a second offense. And a second offense is $18,000, which Jamaal Williams got for a sexy touchdown dance. He's done his entire career with no penalty till this year. And then he gets the full charge of the second offense, a dance that's done by NFL cheerleaders on the field. Now, granted, Jamaal Williams's dances penalty is, we don't care. I mean, it's all right. It's okay. It's a drop in the bucket for him and all of that. But when you add in the fact that Quay Walker impeded medical training and has done this before, attacked staff previous in the season, got ejected twice in 1 year, and is the first NFL player to do so without a suspension, something ain't right. And the officiating has been terrible. It knocked the Lions out of the playoff contention with the Seattle Rams game. There was issues all weekend long in the playoff things. What is going on, NFL? What do you think about this, Coach Mike?
You know what? Both Jamaal Williams penalties happened on the road, coincidentally, for the same dance that he's been doing his whole career. I think it's bullshit. But man, I don't want to say the NFL is rigged, but the NFL is rigged in the sense that certain teams are supposed to make it to certain games, and that's just the way it is. Because at the end of the day, ratings sell. Ratings gets network money. Networks pay the NFL. That's just how the game goes. And anybody who thinks that it's not like that is an idiot. And the NFL tries to do what they can to make certain teams match up and play. I mean, that's just sports, man. That's all sports. Every sport that has billions of dollars in it is ran like that. And if you think it's not, and you think it's innocent and pure, then you're an idiot as well. But there's too much money in sports. So calls just get called, and teams who people want to see get the calls because those are the games that the NFL wants to showcase. But in all fairness, if the Lions want to be one of those teams that people want to see, we got to start winning more often. And the more often we win, the more hype around us, the calls start to change, and we'll start to see some of those calls. So we kind of hold that in our own hands to start getting those calls when we start winning more and people start wanting to see us on mainstream TV. Right.
And I get it. And some of these penalties, or whatever it is. I mean, the NFL has made it, sometimes you get an apology after the fact where it's all, we didn't see the call, or this was some obscure thing that we never had to really call before, and it's in the book, and blah, blah, blah. But see, the thing is, and some fans are looking at this also in light of DeVar Hamlin. Now you can take some of these penalties as no big deal, and some of them are ridiculous. A lot of these penalties are really vague and stupid. You should really, a touchdown celebration. Come on now. Is it that serious? And they have it in, they're right. And a lot of fans are confused because, he only had 2 little swivels instead of 3. But the rules state that if it's sexually provocative in any way, they can call it.
Right.
But the thing is you got the Detroit Lions cheerleaders doing the same thing. Wait a minute. Why is there a difference? So, but the thing is, those concussion protocols are serious, and having a medical trainers not being able to access players promptly is a huge, big health concern deal.
Mm-hmm.
and you're not addressing player safety. And what's interesting is there is no recourse for medical trainer safety. The officials can have recourse against getting hit or getting grabbed or getting everything, but medical trainers do not have those protections in place. So the NFL, with this penalty, is setting a precedent because Quay Walker has done this before. This year, attacked another training staff on the sidelines in the Buffalo Bills game. So you gave him a slap on the wrist by not enforcing the second offense fine. So you're setting the precedence to other players to say, hey, we can get away with this too.
Right. I think he should be suspended for a game or two at the start of next year. I would say a 2-game suspension just to like you said, set the precedent and just make it so the people know, the example has to be set when things happen, so it is what it is, man. I think a 2-game suspension is that's what it needs to be. But if the NFL decides to do anything else, then then it's favoritism.
It's already favoritism in the fact that you made it a point to set specific dollar amounts, because before it was, this guy did this, so it's $6,000 here, but this guy did this and it's $10,000 here and whatever. You set the precedent at the beginning of the year that said, these are the fines and these are the bare minimums for these offenses. If there are extenuating circumstances, we can charge more. So why are you giving a second offense, which has violent implications to it, a first offense fine? How make that make sense to me, people? Make that make sense to me. Now, if it was a stupid penalty, whatever, we could just ignore it and move on with our day. But these if you really are serious about player safety in light of Hamlin and all of those things that have happened, then you need to address the fact that, number one, medical staff has recourse for protection to be safe on the field while addressing player safety. And you need to make the whole situation right with how these penalties are charged and fined standard across the board. So I don't know, Ed, Prowl Nation, what do you guys think? Is this a big deal? No big deal. This is our family discussion topic for today. How do you think the NFL can address penalties and fines fairly in the future? Give in the comments. I know Anzalone brought up a interesting solution where he wants to become a ref after he retires. So would NFL players be a solution to the refereeing problem? Would paying them full time be a solution to make this correct, when they're already being forced to put in 30 to 35 hours per week preparing for games, but yet only getting part-time pay? And what do we do to actually fix this situation? Prowl Nation, let us know. And if you like this content, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, get fresh content every week. We're down to 3 days a week in the off season right now. But you know what? We're going to be coming up on this draft and this free agency coming up within very shortly. So we're going to have a lot to talk about in the future. So make sure you stay connected and stay in tune. It's all love here. Lines on the Family. Get yourself some Prowl Nation gear at linesontheprowlshop.com. Go to the Fanatics and get yourself some fresh gear for the new season coming up. All the links are in the description. And if you're a Michigan Wolverine fan on Saturday and a Lions fan on Sunday, Coach Mike will hook you up. So make sure you check out wolverine.com or hit him up at Wolverine on Twitter. If you've got some issues with some shirts, or you want, you got some, ideas of things you might want, Coach Mike wants to hear from you, right? So make sure you check everything out. Now, Coach Mike, what is going on? We got teams are checking out our coordinators.
Yeah, it's something that we're not used to here in Detroit. Because usually when you come to Detroit, your coaching career dies. Like, it's dead. You come here and it's usually the last coaching job you get. But our coordinators are getting looks. Most notably, everybody knows Ben Johnson's had about 3 interviews. Probably has some more lined up. Aaron Glenn also had an interview, I believe, with the Colts. And you know what? This is something that if you have a good head coach, you have a good staff in place, this is going to happen. It's something that we're not used to. We like, well, oh no, they're taking our coach. But I mean, it's something that if you're doing what you're supposed to be doing on the field, if you're coaching these guys the right way, then your coaches are going to get looks. It just happens. And you guys got to really think about it. Dan Campbell doesn't just come from Sean Payton coaching tree. Dan Campbell is a branch of the Bill Parcells coaching tree. So we might be starting our own coaching tree here in Detroit, which is also exciting, but also comes with its negatives as these coaches are going to leave. With all good teams, coaches leave. So, I think Lions fans, we're not used to it. So we push the panic button. We're like, oh no, oh no, not Ben, not Aaron, but hey, if our coaches are as good as advertised, then we'll stock up. Like, it'll trickle down. Somebody will step up to the plate and help push this offense forward. I think Ben Johnson will be kind of hard to replace because of his creativity and things like that. But, Deuce Staley at one point in time was a head coaching candidate. So, Deuce Staley can go to the offensive coordinator position and things like that, man. But don't be – I know. It hardly happens. It rarely ever happens in Detroit, man. But it just is what it is, man. We're a team that's moving forward, and people want to know, man, what these coaches are saying to these players, man, because they're getting these guys to play. But let me know what you guys think about our head coaching and our coordinators getting these offers for head coaching jobs. Does it worry you? Are you like, oh, that's what happens, or are you pressing the panic button? I mean, let us know what it is and your feelings about this topic. So, Val, what do you got?
Well, you know what? I know that the Panthers coach the Panthers team has expressed serious interest in Ben Johnson. Do we need to push the panic button here, or do we need to be worried? I don't know. I don't think so.
A little bit, because Ben Johnson is from Carolina, so,
But here's the thing, though. Ben Johnson's still a little bit fresh under the collar. He's still a little, can he actually, does he have it in him? Does he have enough experience in him to actually be able to walk into a head coaching job right now and be able to do it well? Or does he need more time?
I mean, I think he needs more time, but he don't need no experience to sign his signature on them checks, though. You know what I'm saying? That don't need he can do that with his eyes closed. So
yeah, but do you really want to risk career suicide for a paycheck?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you talking about a couple $100,000, or maybe like, I don't even think he's making $1 million, and you want to go to a head coach and now you're making like $5 million a year. I'm gonna take that chance. So I'm gonna I'm taking that chance every day of the week. I leave right now. I leave. I leave this whole area. I leave everything in my house the way it is. I leave it right now. The line stuff that's on the wall. I leave it right now to go down and coach the Panthers.
Coach Mike ain't even backing up. He's like, no, wifey, grab a bag. We going. Nah.
Yeah, I'm leaving. I'm with the clothes on my back, and I'm gone. So yeah.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. I don't know. I think, yeah, I don't think he wants to do that. I think he's going to stay where he's at. I think he's got a much better chance to really show what he's got. He just in the past year has been able to take over the reins. So he's got an opportunity to really take a grand stage to make a real statement in the NFL with a team that's been struggling for years, and he's part of the whole switch up in a experiment that very few teams have ever actually done as far as a build. So I don't know. I think he might stay. I mean, I think the offers might be tempting, but what better story can you have for your career than in the Detroit Lions right now? I mean, do you really want? I mean, I know maybe Curt Steele might want to have him down in Carolina, you know, and be able to.
His secret love for the Panthers that he be trying like he don't have. But you know
he
what?
wearing the Panthers pajamas, you're right.
Yeah, right. But you know what? Ben Johnson could say, you know what? I'm not gonna take a head coaching job this season because after next season, then I'm really gonna garnish the money. You know, because as of right now, guys are gonna play it safe with the amount of money they offer Ben Johnson just because he only has that 1 year of being a coordinator. So if the Lions take that next step in 2023 and they become, you know, and they get pushed, like they're already like number 9 ranked in the NFL, if they get pushed to, you know, to a contender in the NFC, you know, then you know what, he's gonna garnish some big money. So that would be the only reason I would see for him to hold out. If not, I understand, Ben. Hey, like I said, I'm not taking nothing. Only thing I'm taking is my precious valuables from my family and trinkets like that. These headphones, this couch, that bed, and TV. This all staying here. I'm out.
Yeah, right. So I do. I think that we got nothing to worry about. And even if he does leave, we've got a lot. Deuce Staley could take either side of the ball. I know he liked to give Aaron Glenn some hail, you know, in Hard Knocks. So you step up, boy, and let's see what you got, because that defense needs help. Okay, and so we ain't got nothing to worry about. The offensive side of the ball is just fine. We got, you got JMO to look forward to next year. You've got all kinds of things going on. So I don't think we got to worry about that side of the ball, or either side, because we're going to be fine no matter what. So, you know what? That kind of sets us up for finishing off everything that we have to say about this season, putting this baby to final rest. But before we completely put the final thing to rest, we got to shut our mouths and hear what you have to say about last week's show with the free agency thing, what we got to look forward to in the season, what your thoughts were about what Coach Mike and LL and Curt had to say during the show. So let's head on over to the comment cards and see what you had to say. So kicking it off, we have Fresh and Fly, who is kind of new to the comment cards. And he says, what up, dope guys? He's got a whole bunch of questions for us. Do y'all think we should let Okudah walk when his contract is up? Yep. Franchise Swift when the time comes? Nope. Trade away Big V? Yep. Draft QBs in this upcoming draft? Yep. What you think, Coach Mike?
Yeah. I'm not sure about Okuda. I don't know yet because he only played one season, full season, so I don't know. But I'm not franchising Swift, and I agree with the last two, trade Big V and draft two DBs. So yeah,
What about Akuda? Do you think do we want to let Akuda walk when his
no,
time is up?
not as yet, not as yet, because this was his first full season. So I want to see. So next year will really, decide a lot. So I mean, we still got to draft two DBs regardless, even if we do keep. So yeah.
Yeah. We'll get more into the draft as the weeks go by, but thank you for your comment. Mike Bell says, I missed the live show, but I enjoyed the replay. I'm thinking we need a guard from somewhere drafted free agency. Carousel at right guard needs to settle down, especially if Big V is out. Yes, I think that the Lions will draft a guard.
Yeah, me too. Probably in the second round. That's a big priority because Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell believe in having the best of fun. So that'll be an early second round, maybe third, but I think a second round guard. So
yeah, offensive needs guard and probably running back as well, and probably backup quarterback. Those are the three offensive needs there.
Kirkland Pratt says, Coach Mike, I absolutely agree with you. 100. Chark should continue to mentor Williams. He's a great role model as well. I think he should, but it just depends on that price tag because we did sign Chark for a team option on the second year. So, that 1 year deal could be 2 years if we decide to, to exercise that option. But yeah, I definitely think that it's a good mentor. There are two different types of receivers, but I think he'll do good. So
yeah, I don't see Baby Shark continuing with us, but we'll see. Scott Smith says, let's re-sign all the players on the third list. Other than that, Jamaal Williams, Elliott, and keep Evan Brown, and backup center, and all the lower cost guys who really helped the team this year. Remember, Anzalone did get a lot better. That's to be debated. But the cost of keeping him and inconsistency could be overpriced. Draft a backup tackle, guard, 2 CBs, 1 monster LB, and at least 1 DL and a backup quarterback, which is a must. If Goff gets dinged up a bit, we need a capable backup quarterback who can seamlessly come in without skipping a beat. Yep. Mm-hmm. I agree. I'm down with all of this, especially, of course, me, linebackers, lives matter, but it is what it is. I said that last year, but y'all learning. James Contrell says, Sauce is the best corner in the league, not just rookies, all corners. Well,
that's debatable. He could be, but that's debatable.
He might be at the top of the list for now, but we'll see.
And the last comment comes from Bubba Bo. He said, love the show today. I think we bring back Jamaal as RB1. Me too. Maybe move on from Swift and make Jackson RB2. Amon-Ra, Chark, Williams as 1, 2, and 3. Reynolds as a solid 4. And Khalif Raymond as a solid 5. And we good. I don't know what they're doing with Trinity Benson, but
why did they even bring Trinity Benson back? I don't understand.
Yeah, I don't know, man. But yeah, that I agree with all of that. Justin Jackson is he can be an RB2. He was an RB2 in San Diego, so for the Chargers. So you never know, man. I like that. Thank you for the comment, Bubba Bo.
Yeah, Bubba Bo. I don't know. It's all going to see who steps up because somebody going to have to step up in Swift's place because I don't think Swift is cutting that deal. So we'll see how things progress in the free agency and the offseason and how Brad Holmes wants to tackle that issue. So we also have, can't end this. We got to end the show on this season on a sweet note. So in light of Curt, being on vacation, I'll take over the dessert with your man Curt. So it's going to be dessert with your queen. I got something really sweet for you. This final thoughts from the players themselves. This is interesting. The final thoughts that they have shared across social media on the past season and how they're looking forward to the next season and potentially some of them getting re-signed. We're going to start it off with the rookie class with, one of the main big deals of last year's draft, which is our boy Aiden Hutchinson. And he said, I am so proud of us. My rookie season is one I will never forget. I'm grateful for this team, my family, and everyone who supported us this season. This is just the beginning of an epic journey, and we hope so. And sorry that some of the fans here called you a bust in game 2, but you not. We know that. We know that. Josh Pascal, he says, it's rookie season, chick. Time to get back in the lab. Kirby Joseph, I'm a star, baby. I shine brighter at night. Hashtag primetime TV. Well, come on, keep that energy up and prove me wrong. I know a lot of our Prowl Nation family wants you to prove me wrong, but go ahead and prove me wrong, boy. Go ahead and prove me wrong. Malcolm Rodriguez, rookie year, Detroit, what a ride. Thank you for embracing a small-town cowboy from Oklahoma with open arms and your support through it all. So much more in store for us. Hashtag One Pride until next year with a devil smile. Uh-oh. What's we getting from our Rodrigo next year? Uh-oh. He got some evil plans in practice. James Houston, rookie year, you've shown me the lowest and highest parts of this game, from practice squad, depressed and thrown out, to starter, overjoyed and amazed. Through it all, I kept my head up and I put the work in, taking everything I couldn't have. Next year, silent star, volume up. Jared Goff, my controversial guy this year. He wasn't on the hit the fans nice list at the beginning of the year, but he kind of switched it around mid-year. Said, I'm so proud and thankful to be part of such a tough and special group of men. What a fun ride it was. Thank you for all the support through it all. Hashtag 313, hashtag it's all dog. Jerry Jacobs, great team win. This season was everything for me, from coming back from an ACL to having a winning season out. I appreciate everyone who's been in my corner this season. Nothing but love. Y'all just got a little taste of how I'm coming. Him also with the devil smile. See you guys next season. What you all planning? What evil plans you got in store for us, masterminds? What evil plans you got in mind for us? Josh Woods, hell of a season, hell of a group of guys. This is a special group. Love y'all, boys. Love you, Detroit. Tracy Walker, even though he was out all year, what a great way to end the season. Next year is our year. We got Evan Brown. Amon St. Brown says, I don't believe in moral victories, but I know this team is trending in the right direction. The culture is changing for the better in Detroit, and I'm grateful to be part of it. I had the time of my life playing for my teammates, my coaches, the city, and the best fans in the league. This is just the start. I promised. Till next year. DJ Chark, hell of a ride with some true warriors. I learned so much from this team this year. No need to give us respect because we're going to take it anyway. John Comiskey, this was a great one because he says, in exit meeting 2021 or to 2022, the season, he goes, can I please get released? That was his final thoughts. Can I please? Let me go. Let me go. Now, at the end of this season, can you please bring me back? Life is absolutely insane. Sacrifices had to be made, and uncertainty was my reality for most of my career. Let this season be a testament to the fact that your plays are coming. Keep putting your time and effort into what you want, and your big plays in life will come to you naturally. Learned a lot from this game and excited for what's next. Thank you for the Lions organization and my family for making this possible. If I haven't said it already, I want to be a Lion. Mm-hmm. You better tag the Detroit Lions NFL in the comments to make sure this message is received loud and clear. So he wants to come. He's hungry to come back. Jamaal Williams, nothing but respect for the legend Barry Sanders for everything he's done off and on off the field. Thank you to my teammates, especially the protectors of the hidden village of the Den, for making this a reality. Grateful and forever hungry. Isaiah Bugs, man, what a season, year 4 in the books this year. I had to show the world that I belong, and I did just that, wearing a crown. I gave everything I had this season and more. God definitely worked his way with me and this season, and he opened doors that was closed. Year 5, loading. Alex Anzalone, year 6, best year yet. Not because of the results, but because of the journey. Beyond thankful for all the blessings and lessons this year. Thank you, God. Deshaun Elliott, love my guys, man. This game really gives you a chance to build relationships with people all over the league. Going from Baltimore to Detroit, they'll love the same. A hell of a year, man. And couldn't resist the urge to kind of give Adam Schefter a little fun little nudge saying about the NFL officiating, saying, somebody throwing them games, huh? LOL. And our final thought for the season comes from linebackers coach Kelvin Shepard, who says, what a way to finish out the year. I wouldn't rather have battled this year with any other group. So much respect and admiration for every single player in that locker room. Detroit, the tone is set for the future. Appreciate you and look forward to what's ahead. So, yes, thank you, Lions, for a great season. I know we didn't get to, we didn't get to where we wanted to be, but we're going to be there for sure next year. So what are your final thoughts today, Coach Mike?
I'm just looking forward to next year, looking forward to free agency, and we on to something. So we just gotta stay focused, keep on the same path, and we'll be good, man. We'll be good, and Brad, we trust.
So before I finish the show, the Wall of Fame, I want to make sure I thank, everything King, Joseph Carter, George Eagle, Jimmy Birch, Jamaal, Ray Beam, Meanie Siga, Bob Kowalski, Shano Insano, Sage Roberts, David Anderson, Brian Stover, Latino Lion, Detroit Drew, Silver members, Cap Ice, Cole Batman of the 313, John Martin, Henry Wallace, Mr. Scotty the Bear, Kirtland Pratt, Gold members, the reliable Mr. Michael Huck, North End Ken, Justin the D, Dr. Detroit, Michael Lewis, Lionor, Douchebaggy, Dominic Davis, Paul Drost, Tornado, Larry McQuiston, and Turner Burley. Thank you all. Thank you, Prowl Nation, for a great year. And we're going to still continue to kick it in the off season and get you ready for 2023. So we will see you on Wednesday as we move to 3 days a week. So for now, whatever you do in life, you got to boss up, ball out, and be the best version of you can be. Wipe the crumbs off your face, finish your drink. If you are working, if not, have a rest of a great day at Martin Luther King Day, resting at home. And of course, we love you, Jim.